Hi y'all! Oh my gosh, it's just so surreal. Oh, it's so awesome though, it really is. So Ty got to come with me to our first ultrasound. We've had two so far because we had kind of a little scary moment in there, and it turns out everything's fine, the baby's perfect. We have a heartbeat of 120. It's all perfect and good and great, grand, fantastic, it's all awesome. So some of the things that have happened, the reason we went to an ultrasound so early, a lot of people go at around 10 weeks. Most doctors don't see before that unless there's something that happened. So if you have watched my videos before and you know what's going on kind of in our family, then you would know that we had Ty and then we tried again. We got pregnant again and we ended up miscarrying. At 10 weeks, I went in to just get our normal prenatal visit, the first one, and we were scheduled for an ultrasound to make sure everything was okay, and they couldn't find anything. They said that about 7 weeks is what is when it looked like stuff just didn't continue after that point. So 7 weeks was kind of a point, you know, kind of scary for me. 5 weeks and like 2 days maybe. I kind of bled a little bit, and with that history that I had with that miscarriage, it scared me. Oh my gosh, it was so scary. I immediately was just like, oh man, and it was with cramping as well. It wasn't horrible cramping, but it was enough to make me want to stay in bed. I didn't want to get out of bed. I didn't want to move. It was so scary. And I ended up waiting a few days to see if because it stopped. It was just that one point. And I ended up waiting a few days to see maybe if I was still gonna bleed, what was gonna happen. When I didn't see any more blood after that, I was still cramping a little bit, but I didn't see any more blood. I ended up calling anyway, setting up an appointment, and they ended up seeing me, and they said I was about, how far along did they say? 5 weeks and 6 days. So I wasn't quite 6 weeks when I went in. And so they didn't see a heartbeat, but they saw kind of like a pulsation where the heart would be. So they were thinking that the heartbeat was starting up. So they wanted me to come back in a week. Everything looked perfect. Everything was exactly where it should have been. The heartbeat was good. It was at 120. It was such an awesome day. It was such a cool moment. My mother-in-law got to come with us and sit in the room and actually get to see the ultrasound. Ty loves looking at the ultrasounds. He cracks up every time. It makes me laugh. But he calls it a baby hole. It's his baby hole. And oh my gosh, when he first said that, it just cracked me up. The first ultrasound was him saying, you know, look, Mommy, that's the baby hole. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. And he's like, Mommy, he's a good swimmer. Because, you know, it's just spinning. It just looks like it's spinning from her, like, you know, moving the machine, you know, the whole thing around. So it looks like it's spinning. And so he thought he was swimming. He thought that the hole was swimming. Oh, man, it just cracked me up so bad. I just love it. I have been getting kind of queasy. It's not very fun. I did not have any kind of sickness with Ty, and the second one I only made it to 10 weeks and I didn't have any sickness at all. I just craved milk. And I didn't have any food aversions with either one. I didn't have a lot of the pregnancy symptoms that you should have. Instead of getting TMI alert, definitely, instead of getting constipated, I go the other way. So I don't have a lot of the pregnancy symptoms that are like in the book. So yeah, definitely not. But I definitely this time, I have a food aversion to cheese. Oh, it's so disgusting. I love cheese. I love dairy. I am a full supporter of the dairy community. I love it. But cheese right now, and it's not even like the taste as it is the look of it. It just grosses me out. It does doesn't matter if it's shredded cheese, if it's string cheese, if it is a block of cheese. The way that it looks and the way that it feels literally grosses me out. I don't know why. I can't eat it. Like, even thinking about it right now, my stomach is just turning, just bleh. That's what's going on right now. Nothing else really has happened. I have gained 3 pounds in a week. Yep, 3 pounds in a week. I started at 104 last time that they checked me at the doctor a week ago. And yesterday I went in and I was 107, so I gained 3 pounds in a week. We go back for our 10-week ultrasound and checkup. It'll be our first prenatal visit. This was just like an emergency, get her in, let's see if it's happening, like what's going on, why is she bleeding, why is she cramping, that's not good. When everything turned out normal, now I get my first prenatal visit. I'm doing a midwife this time because I did not have any problems with with Ty's pregnancy. I thought it was pretty perfect, to say the least, but you know, I'm a little biased. So I went with a midwife, and I'm actually glad I did because I met the doctor that is in that building. And I mean, it was so quick. There's no personal anything. It was just like, yeah, everything looks good. The heartbeat's this. Do you have any questions? No? All right, I'll see you later. Bye. Like, that was literally how quick my appointment was. I was like, okay, cool, whatever. So I go back on the 18th of September for our 10-week. And I am excited for that one because I think it actually looks like a little baby. This time, like a tiny one, but at least it looks like a little baby on that one. Because this one, it looks like a little grain of rice. I don't think there's anything else to really say other than, I guess, I will talk to y'all every single Saturday. I will see you every Saturday with a new pregnancy update.